to ask everyone to stand for a moment of silence and the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Next item, we'll take patrons' concerns, and I have Rebecca Boswell, please.
All right. Good evening. At the last meeting, Dr. Redmond raised a good point that I think should be discussed further. Specifically, Dr. Redmond had the excellent idea to create some central pickup points for Tennyson Elementary at 2 or 3 different locations in the county. This would allow parents to drop their student off at the specified location and time, and that bus would drive directly to Tennyson Elementary for the day. I feel this would be a huge opportunity for Tennyson Elementary to reach students that are outside of the Tennyson district, but whose parents are looking for a different educational experience. This would provide the elementary school with a chance to increase enrollment without going through any revision to the district's boundaries. This would also alleviate some of the issues other county schools have with overcrowded classrooms. As far as possible locations for pickup points, Boonville, Newburgh, Selvin are places that come to mind. The bus routes would take very little time because they would all be direct. All there that would be needed is for the school board to create a few new bus routes dedicated to Tennyson Elementary. If the board decides that Dr. Redmond's idea is worth pursuing, we would need to get the information to potential families as soon as possible. People would need time to make decisions about enrollment for next year, and the school administration would need time to adjust to any changes in class size numbers. I think the easiest method of getting this information to potential parents, that are interested would be to send a flyer home in every child's backpack, notifying them of this opportunity. Posting information on proper websites would also help. This would be a simple but potentially very effective approach to increasing school enrollment numbers. This would also show the board's support for the community and the school. As I said at the last meeting, we are all here to do our best in giving every child the best educational experience we can, and not every student thrives in the same environment. The small class sizes at Tennyson and the individualized learning experience are likely to be quite a draw to many parents. Again, I appreciate the opportunity to speak, and as a Tennyson TPT member, I would be glad to participate in any further discussions on the subject. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, we're going to switch items on the agenda. Tonight, we're going to recognize our spelling bee winners first. Dr. Fisher. Mr. Fisher, sorry. You just been
Hey, he's
exalted.
I'll take the promotion.
He's in the middle of that coursework right now, Mrs. Glover.
Oh,
So
excellent.
yes, he's just started that.
Yeah, I'm gonna let all them up there know when I'm doing my coursework that you've already given me that designation.
You got it.
We're gonna call it
Gonna
good.
save you some money.
Yes, and some time. Good evening. I am really pleased to be with you all this evening. One of the best nights, I believe, for me as Director of Learning is recognizing our students and their academic achievements. We are excited and honored to recognize these elementary and middle school students I have here standing behind me. All of these individuals have demonstrated excellence in spelling, and they were either the winner or runner-up at their respective schools. We're going to have each student come to the podium tonight to introduce themselves, give their grade, and the school in which they are representing this evening. Parents, this is a big evening for you, so please feel free to take plenty of pictures. After you've introduced yourself, we would ask that you line up in front of the school board. Please do not face the school board. We want you to face the audience so your parents can get your face. We don't want them getting the back of your head. But it is a big evening, and at the end, we're going to have all of you shake hands with the members of our boards of trustees. Parents, if you would like to stay for the entire meeting this evening, we are more than excited to have you. But at the conclusion of our recognition, if you want to leave, you are free to do so. So at this time, I'm going to turn it over to our spelling bee winners and runners-up. We're going to be starting with our middle school students.
My name's Owen Byers. I'm in 8th grade, and I go to Boonville Middle School.
One thing, parents, if we could please hold applause to the very end.
My name's Eva Nelson, and I'm in 7th grade at Castle South Middle School. My name is Evelyn Bell, and I'm a 7th grader, and I go to Castle South Middle School.
My name's Destin Warland. I'm in 7th grade, and I go to Tecumseh Middle School.
My name's Jane Bogan. I'm in 7th grade, and I go to school at Tecumseh Middle School.
My name is Ian Reddy. I'm in 5th grade and I go to school at Chandler Elementary.
My name's Weston Cruz. I'm in 5th grade and go to school at Elberfeld Elementary.
My name is Dr. Chandler. I'm in 5th grade and I go to Elberfeld Elementary.
My name is Ella Aldridge. I am in 5th grade and I go to John H. Castle Elementary School.
My name is Mia Price. I'm in 4th grade, and I go to school at John H. Castle.
My name's Everett Scales, and I'm in 4th grade, and I go to Logue.
My name's Jackson Bailey. I'm in 5th grade at Logue Elementary, and I want to give a big shout out to Miss Pierce for being a great principal, and a shout out to my spelling teacher, Miss Hoffman, for teaching me everything I know.
Jackson, my son goes to school with you. The stories he told me, they're true.
My name is Ryan Harnby, and I'm in 4th grade and go to Linville Elementary School.
My name is Kinsey Masner. I'm in 4th grade and I go to Linville Elementary.
My name's Leah Smith. I'm a 4th grader, and I go to Newburgh Elementary.
My name is Brooks Carroll. I go to Oakdale Elementary, and I'm in 4th grade.
My name's Gage Thomas, and I'm in 5th grade, and I go to Oakdale Elementary. I'm Kristen Hunt, and I'm in 5th grade, and I go to Sharon Elementary.
I'm Seth Wilson, and I'm in 5th grade, and I go to Tennyson Elementary.
My name is Oliver Bologna. I'm in 5th grade and I go to Yankeetown Elementary.
We have a big round of applause for our spelling bee winners and runners-up.
Congratulations. Good job. Congratulations. Congratulations. Good job. Good job. Good job. Congratulations. Good job. Good job. Congratulations. Good job. Good job. Congratulations. Good job. Congratulations. Congratulations. Good job. Good job. Wonderful. My sweetie, congratulations. Good job. Thank you. Good job.
Give her a hard time. Good work.
Agenda item 5 now. School School Spotlight, Dr. Redmond.
Yes, at this time, we would like to introduce Mr. Adam Schmidt, the principal at Castle Elementary School, and we're excited to hear about John H. and all the great things going on at their school. So I think in just a moment, once the crowd moves out, I think they'll bring the students in.
Bless their little hearts.
Mr. Armstrong, can you let them know, Mr. Schmidt know that we're ready when he is?
Let Mr. Schmidt know.
Mr. Schmidt know that we're ready?
It's a big group of winners.
Yes,
it is.
It was a good turnout. Yeah, that was a great turnout.
Sometimes we ought to ask what some of the toughest words were, you know,
Oh,
because I
we
know
said
I
the
wouldn't,
winning word?
yeah,
Yes,
I
that'd
wouldn't
be
be able
good.
to get any of it.
Good evening, everyone. I'd like to welcome you. Thank you all for having us out here today. And we've got a video that we feel represents John H. Castle Elementary School very well tonight. We'd like to thank everyone for the opportunity to present this evening. We hope this video is a representation of the laser focus that every decision that is made at our school is a reflection of one simple question: is this what is best for kids? Each of our students in all of the grade levels were asked to share phrases of what John H. Castle means to them. Our JHC Student Council is going to share 32 statements that were 100% created and shared by the students in our school. We want to thank them and their families for taking the time to come this evening and share what the school means to them.
I'm glad we have a school that cares for us, and it is a great place where it is easy to make friends. The school is full of kind and caring people that make learning as fun as they can. Our teachers make us feel loved and cared for, and Mr. McAtee always tells us that we are good people.
The teachers make us feel welcome. Our teachers and staff make it the best school in Warwick County. Our teachers make us feel safe. Our teachers find opportunities to recognize us in many different ways.
The people in the cafeteria provide us with lots of good food. The bus drivers are kind.
We enjoy rotating classes when we get to 5th grade. The students are supportive of all of our interests within the school.
The students are caring. Our student council is kind and helpful and helps other organizations outside of our school.
The students do a great job welcoming new students to our school. We get the opportunity to learn from other students from all over the world.
We get excited to participate in yearly traditions. Our school allows us to go on very fun field trips.
We have a voice in different organizations, especially in the school board representations. We have the opportunity to be in different clubs and groups.
There are a lot of different sports to join, and during the home games, the students are supportive and welcome to attend.
The recess area is large and gives you lots of different options. Also, everyone gets their own Chromebook.
At our recess, the playground is separated by age, and the bus rides are fun, relaxing, and enjoyable.
Our school provides us with everything we need to learn, and we like Move Up Day because we get to meet our next year's teacher.
Our PTO sponsors great fall and spring parties. We have incredible parent volunteers who help with activities.
Our
Our student council gets to help with assignments, and our field day is better than Sky Zone.
This time, I'd like to welcome Mrs. Keith and Mrs. Steeler as they talk about our therapy dog, Duncan.
Good evening. During the 2023-2024 school year, and with the help of his handler, Mrs. Lane Steeler, we added a happy, four-legged staff member to our team, our golden doodle therapy dog, Duncan. Duncan has spent countless hours at John H. Castle providing social and emotional supports to our students and staff. He follows the same schedule that the kids do and the staff do throughout the day. He's helped to teach school procedures. He encourages social interaction. He helps to teach empathy and responsibility. He attends our OT and speech classes. He's used for a classroom reward. He's a homework helper. Now, he may not give you the right answers, but he listens really well while you're working. He's also a really good reading buddy. Again, a great listener. He's a classroom greeter and always has a smile on his face. He's a stress reliever for our students and our staff. He's provided hundreds of hugs and lots of pets throughout the day. Duncan uses daily encouragement messages to send to our students, especially during testing season. He even got kind of creative with some memes this year. Duncan took on a star role this year when he helped to create videos to give helpful tips about rules and procedures for the incoming kindergartners in Warwick County. Duncan's become a vital part of our staff and made a significant impact at Castle Elementary. We are so grateful to Mrs. Steeler for sharing Duncan and all the joy that he brings to John H. Castle.
How old is Duncan?
hot meals every day. I love giving them food that they like to eat so they have the energy to go play at recess. I love making sure their bellies are full.
I love all my teachers and my kids and love being the manager here at John H. Thank you all.
I love it all.
Yay!
John H. brought us lifelong friendships.
I love JHC because I love how we do those fun things with the principal and the pie in the face.
Adam McAtee.
My name's Ellie McAtee.
And what Castle Elementary School means to us is a sense of family.
We grew up here because both of our parents teach here, and the entire staff welcomed us as one of their own, and we have so many great memories growing up here together. Go Pages! Woo!
Okay, girls, what do you love about going to school at John H. Castle?
Teachers, I like the Florida Express Day. I like wearing pajamas. I like the teachers.
John H. Castle has brought us great mentors
And mentees.
I love Castle Elementary because my favorite teacher, because I've got a favorite teacher there, and my favorite thing is art. I love JHC because people are kind.
JHC represents to us
A place that inspired us for our future fields.
I love John H. Castle because I moved from Texas and I made friends really quickly.
Kai, do you love John H. Castle?
I love John H. Castle because our volleyball team was undefeated.
I love John H. Castle because the people here are so nice and it's like my family. I like John H. Castle because I like hanging out with my friends and recess. We love Castle Elementary because we get to learn new things every day. I love going to Castle Elementary because of our technology teacher. Yeah. I like John H. Castle because.
Why?
Because I like learning.
Who's your teacher?
Who's Chandler?
1, 2, 3.
Special thanks to our first grade teacher, Miss Sherry, for putting that together. We wanted the last slide of our picture to be the safe, loved, and educated slide banner. This is the banner that we put up in the parent drop-off and pickup line when we returned from school after the COVID shutdown year, to be honest with you, to remind everyone of our priorities at the school and the order that we wanted them in. We feel this is the order every parent or guardian would expect in the school they send their child to. We do everything in our power to model these three pieces every day. A phrase we've been using this year that we've talked about with our staff is, they are the ones that make JHC the only one. It's simple, it's direct, and it reflects the heartfelt appreciation Mrs. Keith and I have for the staff at JHC. Every day that we get to walk through those doors to impact students with the greatest group of educators is truly a blessing. We want to again thank you for the opportunity to highlight JHC and why we feel the students and the staff are the ones that make JHC the only one. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
I don't know, 60 years ago, they opened John H. Castle, and I went from Chandler to be a fourth grader in Miss Phillips's class, and Mr. Corm was my principal, 60 years ago.
60 years ago, yeah.
Mr. Schmidt, if you would like to bring the students up, they can shake hands, please.
All right, yeah, come on, you can count, guys. Slide right through there. There you go. Thank you all the parents and whoever brings students out here tonight. We really appreciate that.
Thanks for
Thank you.
Very
Good
nice job.
Thank
Thanks for
you.
sharing.
Thank you.
Very nice job.
Good
Thank
job.
you.
Thank you for
Thanks
coming.
for coming.
Thank you.
Good job.
Good job. Thank you.
Good job tonight, guys.
Congratulations and thank
Good
you.
job.
Good job.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming. You guys did great.
Thank you.
You guys did a great
Good
job.
job. Thank you.
You did a wonderful
Thank
job.
you. Good job. Good job. Thank you.
Very nice job. And families, just as we said with the spelling bee winners, you guys are more than welcome to stay for the full meeting, but you certainly don't have to. So if you'd like to stay, great. If you'd like to sneak out, that's totally fine. And thanks so much for bringing your students tonight.
Just wrap it up now, right? Yeah.
Okay, next agenda item 8, consideration of items for board action. Dr. Redmond. 8, oh,
6.
I got 8. Are we doing 6?
Routine business.
Oh, routine business.
Thank you, Mrs. Glover. The routine business this evening includes approving the minutes of the school board meeting held on January 27, 2025, and approving the claims and signing the docket for February 10, 2025. I recommend the board approve the routine items as presented.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion from Mrs. Wilhelmus, seconded by Mr. Baker. Do we have any discussion? Mr. Eigner, will you call the roll, please?
Yes. Ms. Glover.
Aye.
Mr. Franz. Aye. Mr. Skinner.
Aye.
Mr. Baker.
Aye.
Mr. Mosby.
Aye.
Ms. Wilhelmus.
Aye.
And I vote aye.
Motion carried. And now we're on agenda item 7-8, consideration of items for board action. First item, approved certificate of appointment to the Public Library Board.
Thank you, Mrs. Glover. The Boonville-Warwick County Public Library Director, Ms. Brooke Bolton, submitted a request to reappoint Christy Stutzman as a board member at the Boonville-Warwick County Public Library. Christy's term will begin February 10, 2025, and will end on February 10, 2029. I recommend the board approve this request as presented.
We have second?
Mr. Franz, I believe, second.
I think he made the motion.
He made the motion.
Sorry, I'll second it.
Okay, motion by Mr. Franz, seconded by Mrs. Wilhelmus. Any discussion?
I'm sorry, I'll just point out, sometimes I do occasional consulting work for that board, so I'll probably be abstaining. So.
Thank you. Thank you. Call the roll, please.
Ms. Glover.
Aye.
Mr. Franz. Aye. Mr. Skinner.
Aye.
Mr. Baker.
Aye.
Mr. Mosby.
Aye.
Ms. Wilhelmus.
Aye.
And I'll abstain.
Motion carried. Second item, naming corporation treasurer and deputy treasurer.
Thank you, Mrs. Glover. I almost called you Mrs. Wilhelmus. We're going to get through it tonight. Indiana statute requires the board to name a corporation treasurer and deputy treasurer when they reorganize. I recommend the board name Amy Smith as treasurer and Jasmine Donnelly as deputy treasurer of the Warwick County School Corporation for the year 2025.
Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second?
I'll second.
Motion by Mr. Baker, seconded by Mr. Skinner. We have any discussion? Mr. Eigner, will you call the roll?
Yes. Ms. Glover.
Aye.
Mr. Franz.
Aye.
Mr. Skinner.
Aye.
Mr. Baker.
Aye.
Mr. Mosby.
Aye.
Ms. Wilhelmus.
Aye.
I vote aye.
Motion carried. Item 8.3, approved change order. Dr. Redmond.
Thank you. Assistant Superintendent Mr. Todd Armstrong has submitted a change order request from Dye Brothers Construction, which outlines the fabrication and installation of additional support steel for the 250-ton chiller at Castle High School. The amount on the request is a not to exceed, as Dye has agreed to do the work on time and material. 3i Design has accepted responsibility for the missing of this work and has agreed to pay 15% of the cost, as that is the markup cost of the work. I recommend the board accept this change order as presented.
Have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
We have a second.
I'll second.
Have a motion by Mr. Agner, seconded by Mr. Mosby. Any discussion?
I think it's good that 3i is willing to take responsibility for
Yes.
that. I think they should deserve credit for that.
Thank you.
Appreciate Mr. Armstrong also pursuing that and making sure that there is some, a little bit of extra recoupment there by the corporation for this unexpected work. So thank you.
Mr. Agner, will you call the roll?
Yep. Ms. Glover?
Aye.
Mr. Franz?
Aye.
Mr. Skinner?
Aye.
Mr. Baker?
Aye.
Mr. Mosby?
Aye.
Ms. Wilhelmus?
Aye.
I vote aye.
Motion carried. Agenda item 8.4, approved donations.
Thank you, Mrs. Glover. Oakdale Elementary School, a $5,000 donation from Orion New Generation LLC to be used to purchase snacks for the school day and the weekend backpack program. Just wanted to note we had another donation from them last time. So they are actually pursuing or in the process of a solar project in Warwick County, not affiliated with Warwick County School Corporation. But their company, when they pursue work in any given county, then they like to partner with and have some sort of requirement on their side to donate back to the county in which they are doing the work. So they contacted us and asked for a couple of different schools, and so this is the second donation from them. Tecumseh High School, $500 donation from the Hart Township trustee to the Tecumseh Christmas Fund to be used as needed. Also at Tecumseh High School, an $852.50 donation on behalf of Sierra Cormier through Centerpoint Benevity Program for the Tecumseh Future Brave basketball program to be used as needed. I recommend the board approve the donations as presented.
So moved.
Motion by Mrs. Wilhelmus, seconded by Mr. Baker. Do we have any discussion? Mr. Agner, will you call the roll?
Ms. Glover?
Aye.
Mr. Franz?
Aye.
Mr. Skinner?
Aye.
Mr. Baker?
Aye.
Mr. Mosby?
Aye.
Ms. Wilhelmus?
Aye.
I vote aye.
Motion carried. Next item, consideration of personnel recommendations. Dr. Gresham.
Thank you, Mrs. Glover. The Human Resource Office has the following business to bring before the board tonight. Agenda item 9.1, consideration of employment. Certified staff, Joseph Paradin, physical education teacher and varsity football coach at Tecumseh High School for the 25-26 school year. Non-certified staff, Kinsey Myers, 3.5 to 5.75 hours cafeteria position at Boonville Middle School. Micah Moser, program assistant at Castle High School. And varsity coach, Alexis Blackwell, varsity volleyball coach at Castle High School for the 25-26 school year.
Have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion by Mr. France, seconded by Mr. Skinner. Any discussion? Mr. Agner, call the roll.
Ms. Glover?
Aye.
Mr. Franz?
Aye.
Mr. Skinner?
Aye.
Mr. Baker?
Aye.
Mr. Mosby?
Aye.
Ms. Wilhelmus?
Aye.
I vote aye.
Motion carried.
Agenda item 9.2, leaves, Sydney Seaton, special education teacher at Yankeetown Elementary School. Sarah Myers, custodian at Newburgh Elementary School. Kaylee Cohen, kindergarten teacher at Newburgh Elementary School. Jennifer Sandusky, third grade teacher at John H. Castle Elementary School. And Kaylin Higgins, program assistant at Yankeetown Elementary School.
I make a motion to approve the leaves as presented.
I'll second.
Motion by Mrs. Wilhelmus, seconded by Mr. Agner. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Ms. Glover?
Aye.
Mr. Franz?
Aye.
Mr. Skinner?
Aye.
Mr. Baker?
Aye.
Mr. Mosby?
Aye.
Ms. Wilhelmus?
Aye.
I vote aye.
Motion carried.
Agenda item 9.3, report of early returns. Adam Wadsworth, language arts teacher at Boonville High School, Rhonda Sander, bus driver, and Donna Metcalf, custodian at Castle North Middle School, have filed appropriate paperwork to return early from their previously approved leaves of absences. 9.4, report of transfers. Pamela Camp, bus driver, going from Route 208 at 6 hours to Route 238, 4 hours. Keisha Seeger, program assistant at Oakdale Elementary School, going from 6.5-hour program assistant to 6.0-hour program assistant, still at Oakdale Elementary School. And Susan Vaughn, sub-finder coordinator, going from calendar year of 260 days to school year 208 days. 9.5, resignations. Allison Cavins, ABS program assistant at Sharon Elementary School, resignation effective February 14, 2025. Sherry West, custodian at Boonville Middle School, resignation effective February 7th, 2025. Margaret Carter, social and emotional behavior assistant, resignation effective February 4th, 2025. And Shannon Jarnigan, 3.25-hour cafeteria position at John H. Castle Elementary School, resignation effective January 31st, 2025. Agenda item 9.6, retirements. Barry Hughes, special education teacher at Newburgh Elementary School, retirement effective June 1st, 2025. And Lynn Pierce, principal at Logue Elementary School, retirement effective June 6th, 2025.
Thank you, Dr. Gresham. Agenda item number 10, reports. Dr. Redmond.
Thank you, Mrs. Glover. We have 2 reports tonight. Dr. Gresham, if you would just like to stay up there, we'll start with you. We have 2 reports tonight, one from the Personnel Committee, and the second report will come from our Policy Committee. Dr. Gresham.
Thank you, Dr. Redmond. The Personnel Committee met earlier this evening. We were joined by Shanae Rao, our manager of Food and Nutrition Department, and she discussed how the food costs are calculated and how prices of the meals are calculated. She also spent some time discussing the schools in our district that are provided free meals based on the number of percentage of students that have free and reduced. She spent some time talking about the reimbursement rates that she gets from the USDA, from the state of Indiana, and from the co-ops that she works with. And then she's going to be coming to the board next month to discuss, to propose some meal increases for the next school year, unfortunately. It's been 3 years since the last increase, and the increases, of course, that she's proposing are very modest. She does a great job managing that department and has some very modest proposals. It was discussed in committee, and the proposal will be in your board packet next month if all goes as planned.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Dr. Lambert.
Good evening. The Policy Committee, which is new, no more policy and curriculum. So we met this evening and we worked on a search policy. We have procedures in place, but we needed to put this into policy, and so we are laying that out right now. We're not to the point of yet putting the language out in front of everybody, but we're getting close to that. And then we'll have that proposal, and then the first reading and second reading will come to you once we get to the final document. We also have a list that we're going through with ISBA on policies that we need to have. And so we're going through that list one by one, making certain we have those policies, and then also working on the ones that we don't have or we need to either add some language to another policy to make them be in effect. So lots of policy.
I would like to thank Dr. Lambert and Mr. Whitehead. It is arduous going through all of the requirements that the state puts out. And he's done a really great job. They have done a really great job of putting together this search policy. And I'm also very glad that we separated policy from curriculum, because there is a mountain of policy work to be done. And so this is going to allow more time to really get in depth with that. So thank you for all you're doing.
Thank you. Very good. Thank you.
Anything else? Okay, any other board business?
We have a curriculum meeting, and Mrs. Wagner, and Mr. Fisher, is that February 20th? 25th at what? 11 a.m. at the administrative office.
We have a personnel committee meeting scheduled for March 17th at 5 p.m. in the Central Services Building.
We've got a construction transportation committee meeting scheduled for tomorrow, but I do want to look back at Mr. Armstrong. Is that, because I don't think you were here last meeting under the weather, so is that still okay with you? Okay. Tomorrow at 7:30.
Okay, Policy Committee will next meet March 10th, 5:30, here at Central Services. We're a little behind. The policy states that the board will hold a superintendent review and evaluation in December, so we're a little behind schedule. I'll work with Dr. Redmond to get some dates going, and then watch your emails so we can work out a definitive time to do that. Short legislative report. We're going into the 6th week of the session. The top 3 issues. Number 1, of course, is the budget and real estate taxes, and hoping to work that out. It's now in the House of Ways and Means. ISBA is lobbying to ensure that we can increase funding, increase the budget to at least stay at or above inflation, with emphasis on funding pre-K, English language learning, summer school programs, and school safety. And then another item that's pretty hot up there is wanting to keep local control with the boards when it comes to referendums, to allow boards to present that on an as-is needed rather than moving it to a general election. You can always go to isba-ind.org for a list of bills that are going through the houses, through the chambers now, and the schedules for hearings, committee hearings, and when these matters will be going up for vote. I think that's it.
Mrs. Glover.
Anything else the board like to present?